I just used the pistol for like the first like 5 minutes of the game. I'm like, yeet, pitching this. But the funny thing is, if you're playing as Chris, you don't start out with a handgun. Basically, you will stand no chance against the first zombie unless you're like an absolute expert at killing zombies. You know what I mean? So I'm grabbing that blue jewel because it will give me another crest. So I'm basically on my way over there. And yeah. So go through here. And the infamous tiger statue will be there. Just use that and it will turn around. And will reveal a beautiful wind crest. So I believe we are 3 down, 1? Yep, 3 down, 1 more to go. Which will be the sun crest. And that will be upstairs in the armory. I believe the place where the knight's armor is called. Yeah, I think it's the armory. So we make our way up there. You know, Resident Evil has come a long way. You know? Yeah, I make a mistake there. Like, this is where it all started. Now, I loved the first, like, 4 games. But the 5th one was okay. At least I thought it was. I thought it was alright. The 6th one, it's okay for an action game. If you're a hardcore Resident Evil fan, you're gonna think it sucks ass. Because it's just pure gunplay. And people... It's kind of like... You know, I keep mentioning G-Star, but... Me and him are kind of on the same wavelength. Which is... I guess it's why I watch his stuff a lot, because... For one... He found stuff that I never even found in, like, playthroughs, which... You know, that's pretty awesome. But 2... Like, me and him are kind of on the same wavelength. Because, yeah, people were arguing about the Leon campaign, saying that was more closer to survival horror, and it's like, no, it was just slower paced, which made it feel like it. But still, the whole game was just pure gunplay. I mean, I would only recommend it if you have, like, friends to play with. So anyways... Here, I'm doing another puzzle here where I'm moving these statues in front of these, like, vents. And just press that button in the middle. If you don't do it like that, like if you do it wrong, like poison gas will fill the room, so. There we go, the last of the crests. And it'll be so relaxing and so relieving when I put all those crests in there, because that would free up my inventory so much. It's just like, oh. I apologize, I will never do that again. Oh, I went into the wrong room. I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, son of a bitch. So, here. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going to that one room where... Okay, I see what I'm thinking. I was thinking about grabbing a lighter and going to that room. Because there will be a fireplace in there, and basically you light that fireplace and it will give you a map of the 2nd floor. Just like how we pushed that step ladder in that first room we went after trying to look for Wesker. So here I am, I'm just putting... What the hell am I doing? Oh, I realize you can't combine stuff by putting it into another thing. Oh, I'm putting the shotgun shells away. Another big dick move by me. Like I said, my confidence was just going through the roof. I was like, dude, I played this game for years, man. I'm gonna do it. Right. About that. So I see what I'm doing here. Just cracking myself up a soda. Sorry. I don't understand how people can talk like this. Because freaking wow. There's something to grab in this room, so that's what I'm doing. So it's not like the lure puzzle in the remake. You just press the switch and then it just drains all the water out of this fish tank. And you just move it all around. You, yeah, I just grabbed that for the viewers to read on their own time. So push that over. I think it's either like a grenade, some type of grenade launcher rounds. Yeah, it's just explosive rounds. Well, I guess it's better than no rounds with the grenade launcher. But you kind of have to experiment, like which grenade ammo type works best for which enemy. Like with spiders, the web spinners, flame rounds work wonders. Hunters, acid rounds works wonders. And it also works against Yawn, as you witnessed in that one area where I just shot 4 acid rounds and it basically defeated him. Of course, that whole boss fight is skippable. Like, you can just run past him, grab the crest, and run right back out, and you can skip the whole entire cutscene over there without getting poisoned. So I'm trying to use it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it not working? So I interact it, and then I'm like, okay, here's the spot. And then I finally use it, and there it goes. So there is the map that we need. Well, we don't really need it. I don't really need it because I kind of memorized most of the game by heart. So go through here. And I believe I finally go to the courtyard. And I think I go into the save room again. Like I said, I don't really remember much when I do my playthroughs. Because like I said, I'm fully locked in. I'm like, alright, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. And I'm just focused. Like I'm on autopilot. So I think I just put away the grenade rounds and the lighter. Oh, I finally put more shotgun shells in my inventory. Because if I went back out there without the shotgun shells, I would be heavily questioning myself. Like that would not be a great idea. So over here, we're gonna fight a zombie dog, or Cerebrus. That's what the enemy is called. Cerebrus. So I'm hearing it growl, so I shoot it, immediately run up, combine the shotgun shells with the shotgun, boom. I don't know how that missed. Basically, don't stop shooting it until you hear that squeal that it makes. That I forgot. I don't know how to do it. I will not demonstrate again. But when you hear like a high-pitched like squeal, then that means it's dead. And if that's not enough, the pool of blood forming under will indicate that too. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. And it's not letting me push it, so I'm like, okay, I gotta push it over there first. Because I always try to do it the fancy way, but the game doesn't want me to do that, so pushing that over there will get you the crank. So there you go, get that crank. Yes, Resident Evil is obsessed with cranks. Like literally, there's a crank in the first game. I'm pretty sure there's a crank in the second game, there's a crank in the third game, the crank in the fourth game, the crank in the fifth game. There's even the crank in Resident Evil 7. Like, do you have enough cranks? Yeah, you bastard. Oh, come on, that should have killed you. So I can interact with the radio. You don't have to do it, but...
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me. This is
Brad? Brad!
You'll just get a little cutscene there if you open the radio. So of course I'm sitting here grabbing these herbs. So I combine last the shotgun shells for extra inventory. But I always found the first Resident Evil super tedious because every time you want to mix a green herb, it just says, will you mix the herbs? It's like, hell yes I want to, just let me mix the damn herbs. But I kind of get it, they're just trying to figure this thing out. And this is my first time figuring out that there is a yellow fine. Basically, yellow fine means you're just about to go into caution. And this game, if you're going backwards, like if you're more familiar with Resident Evil 2 or 3, you're gonna probably get confused because like your character won't limp when they're in danger, for example. So every time you take damage, you kind of have to keep going to the inventory screen and making sure that they won't probably die. So yeah, and that's something you gotta watch out for. So we use this crank here to lower the water and open the dam. And you'll get this cutscene right here showing that happening. And it shows us a very beautiful passage here. The water is running down the opposite side. Hell yeah, it is. So all you do is just run across and run past these, people were calling them eels, but they're snakes. They're absolutely snakes. Basically, they're just nuisance enemies. They do very little damage. Sometimes they can poison you. Actually, I've encountered a time where I got hit by one, and they actually did poison me. So just run past these dogs and go through this gate. And just keep doing the same thing. Yeah, this asshole dog hits me. God, jeez, dude. Like, it's like dog ping pong. Anyways, we finally managed to get to the guardhouse. And, yeah, they're throwing down blue herbs. And for good reason. You want to know why? Because we're about to encounter some spiders. And they do inflict poison damage. So at this point, they're getting pretty generous. So at this point, just put the crank away. You won't need it yet at this point. Now I'm ignoring the first aid sprays because I kind of have that mentality where there's a point system and using first aid sprays will lower them. So I've been playing it in the backwards order. And I put away that mansion key as well. We don't really need it in here. Grabbing my bazooka. And I equip it, I think, here. Yeah, I'm deciding whether or not to yeah, I ended up putting it away because oh my god, I'm the most indecisive guy ever. Oh, I put okay, I'm trying to free up as much inventory as I can, looks like. I don't even know what the hell I was doing there. I just kept frickin' opening the item chest. I put away something, closing it. I'm like, oh wait, I forgot something. Anyways, here's the web spinners. And I fire away at it. Yeah, I got double teamed there. It's bullshit. And right here, I'm on danger. So when they die, they send out these spiderlings, which they don't do damage to you. They're more of a nuisance. I don't know why he keeps giving me handgun ammo, but what I was saying was with the spiderlings, you don't really have to do anything. Just walk over them and it will squash them. So interact with that. Clock dial 958. That's actually the combination. But as you can see, when I try to interact with it, I was stupid and I even messed up the code. But by brute force, I managed to get it open. Yeah, that will always happen when you go past it. It's not like in the remake where you could just put a box over it. Just climb over. So I'm going over here. Grabbing these herbs here. I think I make a combination of a triple green herb here. Let's see what I do. Oh, no. See, I try to go through there. Yeah. I get confused because I played the remake recently. So I'm like... So let's see. 3, 5... Wait, 3... 9... 958, I think I tried to press. Oh, well, like I said, brute force, I managed to unlock it. I don't know why I bothered unlocking it, because I don't make V-Jolt this time, so... So there's no way to permanently kill the bees here, so... I just run. And there's that key that we need to go into that one room. So just go through there, turn to your right, and there you go. That's the door you need to go in. And, yep, get grabbed by that again. Oh, what? Oh yeah, I go through here. Right. Now I'm sitting here, I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the hell do I do? So I go through here, and I remembered I need the control room key for the underground area with all the water and stuff. So here I go. I'm like, ah, here we go. Control room key. But there's some differences in you fucker. Yeah, I get grabbed a lot here. I'm just trying to get to the desk so I could get some shotgun ammo. There you go. There's also a book there that I needed to grab, so I grabbed that as well. There's a part coming up where I keep going back and forth. Boom! Double headshot. That was actually awesome. I remembered I was like, hell yeah, dude, I took them both out with one shot. But, yeah. Red book. We actually need it for a puzzle, because as you can see, the pages are completely empty, so... I have like a fourth left of the timeline here. By the way, I'm gonna go into a mini rant. Fuck DaVinci Resolve. Like seriously, dude. Like I've been trying to edit for like a while now. Unfortunately, I'm using OpenShot, but the unfortunate part about that is, like even though it's open source and completely free, I can't just record narration. It doesn't have support for it yet, so I'm just recording this on Audacity. But I tried so many times to like get this done. I tried to do render cache, but problem is it just fills up my hard drive way too much. So I'm just switching video editors, at least for now. So alright, let's see what's in here. Aha! Shotgun shells. I'll gladly take those. And by the way, there's a Plant 42 report, and behind me would be a map of the guardhouse. Dormitory sketch. Yeah, it's called a dormitory. Even though I'm pretty sure it was called the guardhouse in the remake. Or am I just getting mixed up with things? I don't know. Now, I definitely prefer this track over the director's cut. Because it sounds like something like lurking in the water that's dangerous. It sounds like something that would actually play in a watery area. Like something sinister lurking. It's pretty spooky. So, basically, in case you couldn't tell, the puzzle is just basically to push all these boxes into the water to make a bridge. I mean, why can't you jump over? It's beyond me. I mean, just do a Superman dive. Just do something. But at the same time, I think that would be too far to jump. So, I can kind of see why she would need boxes. Also, all that equipment, she would sink like a brick. So, what do I do here? I use an herb. I think this is the part where I make a 3 herb heal. By the way, the 3 herbs are super confusing in this because they look exactly like the 3 herb mix of green, red, and blue. Because if you mix green, red, and blue, it's just 2 circles that are darkened. And it looks exactly the same as a 3 herb mix. 3 green herb mix. So we wander around and it will trigger a cutscene of sharks coming into the area. Apparently Jaws and his offspring are coming. Basically, I think I mentioned this in the remake, but the shark is called Neptune. And basically we don't have to kill it, we don't have to be holed in some area worrying about pressure threshold or some shit. Just flip that switch and they are not a threat. Unless you're playing the Rebirth mode on Resident Evil DS. Because there's a mini game with your stylus where you have to quickly turn a valve because it starts spraying poison water. And you have to turn it off immediately. So yeah, it sucks. Anyways. Now, I skip grabbing the card to the key to the last room because I didn't even see it there. So I'm grabbing stuff. Now I thought the gleaming was this handgun ammunition, so I go and leave. And oh my god, it's just so embarrassing. So I go out thinking I got everything, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm supposed to grab a key or something. And then I started walking, I'm like, nah, I probably don't. Basically, what's so hilarious about these is even without my commentary, I think you would think what I'm thinking. So here I am, I go up. And I think I try to go through the door into the room before Plant 42. Yep, here I go back. I'm like, wait, I'm forgetting something. And then I go back down. And I think I go into the room where you're supposed to get V-Jolt and search there. Basically, I'm searching every other room. Look, I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't you hate it when you just have brain farts like that? I definitely do. I'm no perfect gamer. Like, people will probably say like I'm good at video games, and I say no, I'm not. I'm not good. So this is basically the room you go to use V-Jolt on those routes. So I thought it's a key rack over there, so I was like, okay, I'll search there. Nope, no key found whatsoever. There's a bag here, so I go to that box. I'm like, oh, there's something in here. Nope. So I'm like, nah, I'm probably gonna have to leave. Once again, I hate when that happens. Like, it's horrible. Sucks ass through a straw, it does. And I go out again. I think I go back down again. Trust me, I'm embarrassed just looking back at this footage. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to do 2 hours and 26 minutes from this run through that I did. Because like I said earlier, I died at one point and then I had to restart the whole game. And yes, I didn't use save states or anything. I just did the whole game over. So, all in all, this video took me from recording, kid you not, like 5 to 6 hours to make in a straight marathon of recording. Because it took like 1:45 to 2 hours to make the first run. But I guess on my second run I went a lot faster. So I'm pretty sure this is where I find the key. I'm sitting here, I'm like, is it down here? I checked like 3 times. I think it makes some of these playthroughs more entertaining, just making fun of my own mistakes. But I think it would have been a lot worse if I actually commentated while I was playing, because if I just started commentating, doing live commentary while I was playing, I feel like I would have been making so much more mistakes. Like, so much more. So I finally go into this room and I think I figure out, hey, the key's in here. There you go. Good job, Sly, good job. You finally found the damn key. God, man. I felt like such an idiot after that, dude. Such an idiot. So, time to go to that room that I couldn't get into before because of my stupid ass. I keep saying how embarrassed I am, but it's because I fucking am. Like how couldn't you, like, not tell? Oh my god. Ugh. So I think I'm just going to the safe stash so I can equip my bazooka and whatnot. I think flame weapons work a lot against Plant 42. Basically, I think the bazooka as a whole works against Plant 42. Oh, look at me. Do I bring a healing item at least? I do not. But I think I get through this boss fight no problem, so I'm not too disappointed. I was kind of proud of how I took on the bosses. So basically, we go back to that one area, equipping that bazooka. Like, my body is ready. Let's freaking go. So I go there finally. The key that took me like 20-30 minutes to freaking find, but hey. And I knew that there was a key there. I was like, where is it? But the thing was, I didn't really see that gleam that kept happening on that ledge there. So I'm like, where the hell is it? And I think there's an ink ribbon here, which I don't end up grabbing. Yeah. I say no to the ink ribbon. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. So here's where you put the book. And then this basically just tells you how to do the V-jolt. And you just plop the red book there. And boom, there you go. Time to kill Plant 42. Let's do it. And I think I check in here for extra items. And I'm in luck, because here is a flame rounds. Yep. Now I was like, fuck yeah, flame rounds, this could work against the plant creature. And I believe it did. So... now, at this point, I'm so ready to take on Plant 42. Like, I am loaded. Alright, let's do it. Do it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's making this crazy noise. So I just fire a bunch of rounds into it, and bam! Boss fight's already done. And we saved, like, a lot of minutes trying to make the V-Jolt. But, it's not dead yet. Now let this cutscene play.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill!
You saved me!
Yeah,
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... what the hell is this place anyway?
More great voice acting. Just like he stumbled over his words. Or maybe it was intentional, I don't know. So let's see what it has to say.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in the soldiers area and take a look around. Though I'm sure there are still things in that other mansion as well. Anyway, let's start searching separately.
I don't...
Okay.
Dude, I swear, he gets such a hard-on for searching things separately. Like, I like how in video games, the first thing that they do is, let's search separately. It's like, no! You're supposed to stick together, man. But anyways, we encounter Wesker here, so here's another cutscene.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
Where on earth have you been? That accent, though. By the way, that scared the absolute hell out of me when I stepped on that giant bee. Like, it just made this loud squishy noise. I was like, oh shit. And look, we don't get grabbed anymore. Yay! Now that's the helmet key. So I go back in this room. And I think I just put away either one of the keys or... Oh wait, and then I go back in there, I realize I'm like, oh shit, this is where the hunters come in. I better have a bazooka on me. Because hunters are more deadly in this game. Because I've heard, yes, I'm going to mention G-Star again. G-Star mentions that he got decapitated from them on caution, but I kind of have another story. Because I've seen... Oh wait, here's a cutscene. Hold that thought.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow, give me a...
This is Jill. Brad? Oh, it's broken.
Anyways, I saw a video where someone playing as Chris got decapitated by a hunter on the fine condition. Basically, in this game, they are way, way more deadly than any other game, so... So it's time to get out of here and head back to the mansion. This is gonna suck. Same song and dance, just run past the snakes. There you go. Those snakes, pain in the ass. So, just go over there, and since we killed those dogs, we don't need to worry about a thing anymore, which is great. Alright, so... as soon as we head back to that mansion, man, things are gonna get a lot... Yeah, stuff like that happens where it starts skipping. But it just stalls for a second, and I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna crash on me. And then it starts playing, I'm like, oh, no it's not. We'll get some of those during this playthrough. I think it happened a few times already, but... oh yeah, I equipped that shit. I'm like, I'm ready. I am ready. And once you get that, here, this lovely cutscene will play. Way better than the director's cut, in my opinion. Just and then just like going crazy. And I nuked that bastard into oblivion. From this point forward, this mansion is gonna be filled with hunters. And like I just told you before, they are way more deadly. So we go in here and we get the Doom book, but then I realized, I'm going to turn the light on first, because apparently they can't see 1 centimeter in front of their face, but, you know. I believe this will give you the Wolf Medal, and then the other one will give you the Eagle Medal. Basically, those medals are used to open the elevator in a later area. So basically you just check it and then put it to where the opening of the book is facing you, check it, and then it will open. So I was kind of wrong. It was the Eagle Medal, but, you know. The other one would be the Wolf Medal, then. And here we go. I'm even nervous watching this again. I kind of waited for him to come around the corner. And I'll put some bullets in the back room, use them in case of trouble. Barry. Barry is a lifesaver in this, let me tell you. So, he gives you acid rounds and shotgun shells, which is freaking awesome. But I kind of, like, put away the acid rounds because I use them for Yawn. Because Yawn is more of a threat than the hunters, at least so I thought. And I think that costed me greatly. which really fucking sucks, but, you know. The way I say it, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what I mean? It just didn't work out well.